Yeah, I've been thinking about this. This is a process that involves basically 3 steps. Step one, you create, find, take photographs, content. Step two, you make traces of your content. And with two, three, four, maybe a little bit more, layer drawings where you adjust composition, find your composition, refine and simplify the line until you're just delighted with it. Take a nice clean photograph of the final trace and then find a way to get that artwork printed out, probably in a few different sizes would be a good idea, onto a good quality 140-pound watercolor paper. So I take a PDF file out to our local printer. It costs next to nothing because I bring in my own paper, and the staff there are fun. It's just nice to step out and get to meet people. Of course, they all love Ozzy because he is, to quote them, such a good guest. Hi, my name is James Goodchap. Welcome to my channel, Art Trails and Tales. This is Ozzy Goodchap. And coming out with a piece of line art that you can use over and over again. You create an asset, an art asset, graphic asset, call it what you will. You can use it many times. And this is what we're doing here. Here's the first step and the first layer. Content is a neat little 3.5 by 3.5 inch pen and ink watercolor painting drawing I did last year. I liked it well enough, but I wanted to go lighter with the lines this time. This is a 0.03mm pen, but it's still very easy to go too heavy, just like that. More typical and better idea, for good reason, is to draw something like this twice up and then reduce it for printing. Yeah, well, wishful thinking, I was hoping to get this traced. I was almost getting it done in one go, but that's unrealistic. Yeah, I came out a little busy. And I can simplify that on this trace and work a lot of it, but the line on the left, El Capitan, where I started, a little heavier than I prefer. I really like this is good. That's good. I'm gonna redraw that. This is happening I didn't finish it in the first trace, but we got the waterfall in. This is all real nice and a lot of good stuff going on here, so we'll just put the trace paper over the top. And you can see I'm already working the Three Sisters there, and my reference point is I'll come back into some old ink drawings videos. I like the relationship of the three spires there. They weren't so just regular as you see. These are just sort of all bump. Nice graphics, but too level. As important as how you do it is where you do it. It's not the bathtub right in the background. You like our new studio this morning, Oz? But we've worked here before. Yeah, basil. Look at these lovely flowers. We're visiting in this area, East Sierras, Bishop. My thought is yeah, you could be doing this stuff in the studio, but if you can find a way to get your work done and do work that fits into an environment like this time we go for a bike ride later on, then goodness gracious, why wouldn't you? Making it happen. Big old power poles there, bringing clean energy down from the snow melt, water turbines or whatever they've got up the hill there, and it goes without any nasty carbon emissions into these power poles, and that goes all the way down to the folks in LA. How about that? See if we can get some shit right. We really can. Alright, back to work. I'm not sure you can really call this sort of thing work, but here we go. The second trace, bottom of the picture, a little bit more sorted out now, like what's going on there. And here are some printouts onto the watercolor paper. These are printed actual size 3.5 inches by 3.5 inches. But perhaps more sensibly, certainly for the purposes of making this video, this one here is bigger. Ooh, 5 inches by 5 inches. Now remember that line art that you're looking at here. I've got that as a vector at this point, which can be made as big as a bus if you like, and will always be a very small file. And the lines will always be super sharp. It's, I promise, not as complicated as it might sound. If you have any questions, just hit me up in the comments. Okay, but hold the presses. We're more than halfway through this 10-minute video, and you need be having your feet up right now. Got that going on? Got a cool, fun drink in your hand? Good, then let me entertain you. And using just 4 colors here essentially as primaries. Antwerp blue, lemon yellow, and of course my new favorite color du jour, opera rose instead of magenta. Also new to my palette, ultramarine violet. Yum. More than one first. I have no idea what's going to happen. Let's do it. Something they have in common is these are all transparent colors. All important light is retained and comes through the pigment, and you will see that bottom layer coming through. Good times. This is my mate helping me take the tape off these giant paintings. The first time these paintings got painted, they were 4 foot square. And those big old artworks found their way onto all sorts of fun products that we sold at Yosemite just before 2020. Our product sold out within a couple of weeks. We had reorders going on. Putting my artwork and combining it with previous world design experience was a lot of fun. Went really well until early 2020. ... So yeah, that was then. This is now. And now we've got some of the paint going over the top of the yellow, lemon yellow. And yeah, things really get fun. I should zip it and you get on with it. You better be sipping something. I decided back in 2017, kids all grown up and off to college and doing their own lives and doing other things, that it was time for me to go on an adventure and travel again. So I committed to selling everything pretty much. And we've been gadding about, well, not quite gadding, there's a little bit more purpose and intent to it than that, but painting, taking photographs, enjoying nature and getting out and spending time doing things that I really want to do. So we travel a lot. Say we, that's my dogs and I. Along the way I've developed my own style, made a point of not taking lessons, even though I went to art school when I was 17 and I've been at it as a creative of one sort or another ever since. But not to let anybody else tell me how to paint. So I've uncovered by hook and crook and basically just a lot of hours some interesting ways of painting. This is not a guy living large kind of video. It's just me, James, out and about with my dogs doing our thing. Like share some nature with you and hopefully get you relaxed enough to bust out some paints.